Welcome to episode 205 of the Lone Hockey Podcast. So today we're going to be talking about some standouts in last night's matchup between the Blackhawks and the Lightning. And obviously the Blackhawks they ended up taking this one 4-1. They played a really solid game all around. I felt like just right from the get-go, they were creating a lot of offense, they were creating a lot of havoc, and they were just very involved offensively. I thought they had a lot of guys rolling, and it was really good to see and really noticeable to see some of their top guys consistently contributing offensively. And you get guys like Connor Bedard had a really nice goal, and then Tyler Bertuzzi was really noticeable, and Seth Jones was really noticeable once again, and Ryan Donato was great. Jason Dickinson was in there, and you just had a lot of guys who up and down the lineup contributed offensively and allowed them to have this win and be able to have it in a really sustained effort throughout all 60 minutes. And I felt like all their guys were really engaged. And like I said, I don't feel like there were too many standouts in Tampa. I noticed some more than others. And obviously, you look at the line of Nikita Kucherov and then Jake Gensel and then Braden Point. And that trio is just dynamic and one of the best lines in the league. And just really exciting to watch when you look at the makeup of the line, how there's a bit of speed, there's checking, there's offensive ability, and very different stylistically in terms of how they play the game. And I felt like that was really intriguing combo to see. And that was the line that was generating the most for Tampa throughout this game in terms of line rush and ozone entries and also power play. I felt like those trio, you notice them a lot off the rush. And when they have odd man rushes, they're dangerous, especially with their speed and really weaponizing that. And especially Kucherov. Like Kucherov, it's so interesting when you watch him because he's not necessarily the fastest, he's not necessarily the most engaged in terms of checking or anything like that. But when it comes to his hockey sense, when it comes to his ability to pursue pucks, and when it comes to his ability to anticipate situations, he's one of the best in the league. And that's what makes him so noticeable, so flashy, so exciting to watch. Is you get a lot of different elements offensively when it comes to his game. And he's very unpredictable at the same time. I feel like that's what really makes him interesting to watch in that sense because I would say he's one of the few players I watch consistently in the league. When I watch him on the wall, when I watch him near the dots, or I watch him on the flank, controlling the flank on the power play, I just never know what he's gonna do. He's always got something different planned, and he's really adaptable. I feel like that's what makes him so unpredictable, is he adapts to situations with a really calm demeanor and almost like a detached demeanor in his play. And he just plays so well. He's so calm, so poised, plays with ice in his veins and just so fun to watch and just a unique style player to watch. And going back to some standouts on Chicago's side, Connor Bedard had a highlight reel goal. And I remember last year it was November. Actually, this was 2023, so not last year. This was November 2023. He scored a really nice goal where his top shelf nearly from the goal line against Florida in Florida. And he did something somewhat similar against the other Florida team, that being Tampa in this game. And he did it on the power play. So he really did a good job of manipulating Anthony Cirelli up high near the point. And then he came down the flank, worked down the flank, and Victor Hedman was on a strong side. And he was trying to do a subtle poke check on Bedard, and Bedard just was looking for the net the whole way, and clearly was looking to go top shelf. He did, and he ripped it. And it was a really nice shot, really nice release, really good timing in terms of the awareness of when to shoot, and also the power play. There's, I believe, about 4 or 5 seconds left on the power play. So he did a really good job reading that situation, taking advantage, and being able to be just heavily involved in the offense throughout this game. And outside of Bedard, there were some guys that are really noticeable. I thought Landon Slaggert had a really good game. And I honestly think outside of Bedard and inside the forward group, he was one of their better players all game. And Slaggert, obviously being recalled recently from Rockford, has been a productive player in Rockford, not necessarily eye-popping numbers per se, but he's been really productive down there and has been noticeable and deserved a call up, deserved a chance to come back to the lineup, and certainly showed why he could stick for a little bit longer now. I thought Slaggert just did a really good job competing. He was relentless in his checking, relentless on pucks, relentless to get pucks back. relentless on retrievals. Like there's a lot of tenacity and checking components in his game that make him so active all around. And he was so noticeable in the ozone too as a playmaker and a pass first player and just being able to possess pucks from also interior spaces and being able to drive play there. I thought he was very effective and I thought he did a really good job all around of being able to be a consistent driver of offense. And then Ryan Donato, who had a goal, and Seth Jones got the assist. Where Seth Jones, I believe he shot the puck and ended up going wide, hit the back wall, and it bounced out to the other side of the post to Donato, and he was able to hammer it home, which was an empty netter, kind of. And really good game for him once again. I feel like he's one of their biggest trade assets that they could potentially move come deadline day, and just brings a lot of elements to his game that are really intriguing. Like he's very all around oriented, but he also brings really nice playmaking touch and really nice scoring touch in tandem with each other. So when it comes to Donato, you're getting a guy who is engaged in all facets of the play and can be reliable in all facets of the play. And he's a guy that's just very aggressive when it comes to being able to be a checker and just be engaged in all situations offensively as well.